way up. Oh, hang on, what's happening there? Where's that on? Just a minute, bear with me. Hope I'm live. Hope you can hear me. Where have I put it? There we go. Get rid of that. Now then, are we live? Let's see if we're live on YouTube. So I've got gum. It's one of those days, isn't it? Get rid of that. Add it to my little pile of chewing gum that I've got here. Windgrace is here. Says, we hope you're alive too. Oh, excuse me. Right. So am I going? Am I going? Because yes, it seems. Yes, we seem to be going. Can you hear me, Windgrace? Can you hear me? Because StreamYards is not working. Apparently, loads of other things on the internet are not working as well. Disney Plus is having problems. It's okay if you're watching it through a PC or a Fire Stick, but PlayStation, the PlayStation Disney Plus app, and the app that's on my TV box, not working. So maybe that's connected. I don't know. I keep refreshing StreamYards. We're not on StreamYards, right? Windgrace says, Papa, can you hear me? I don't know, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Why is the chat not popping up there? I've switched it on, haven't I? Chat box is on. Chat box, yes. It is on. For some reason it's not appearing. I don't know why. Maybe it will eventually. Anyway, right, so, hope you can hear me. I'm going to check. I'm going to check, make sure you can hear me. Check on my channel. And my son's here now.
Sorry.
It's all right. What's up?
I was letting you know to get some painkillers.
All right, okay, but and my son's here now. Yes, you can hear me. Right. So just let me mute my mic a minute while my son tells me something. Right, I'm back.
I know when this is working again.
Yes, I'll tell you. I'll let you know. Okay. Where were we? Right, so it's top 5 favourite movies of 1995. Hopefully the chat will start appearing there. I don't know if it... Maybe that's part of the problem is. Maybe that's not working. So I'll just get rid of it. So just get rid of the chat box. So I'll take it off and put it back on again. We'll take it off and put it back on again and see what happens. Right. I'll check the widget. See if the widget's working. Yeah, that seems okay. Don't know. Anyway, it's left doors wide open. Right, my top 5 favourite movies of 1995. But before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe, share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you're subscribed already. We're live on YouTube and nowhere else because nothing else is working. Well, because StreamYards is not working, so I can't go onto Rumble or Twitch. So There we go. The internet is burning, apparently. Anyway, so we'll just get on. We'll muddle through, shall we? I should have done this stream yesterday, but I did some gardening yesterday. I trimmed the hedges, the privet hedges, and it nearly killed me. I'm nearly 60 years old. I shouldn't be doing stuff like that. But anyway, what else? Explore the description. Where is it? Down there. I never get this right. Explore the description for links for stuff like merch, which I'm not wearing, my books, one of them there, Amazon Kindle paperback, if it's working. What else? My music website, which is getting no new subscribers for ages. I've got 6 subscribers, and 2 of them are probably me. But anyway, Windgrace says, "Okay, Boothby." That's a Star Trek reference. Gardeners. He's the gardener at Starfleet Academy. He's played by Ray. I can't remember his name. Is it Ray? Whatever. Played by him. What else? And other links down there in the description as well. Super chats and super thanks would be greatly appreciated. But anyway, let's just get on with this, shall we? I shall pop myself down in the corner if I can find me, because I'm on, as I said, I'm on Streamlabs, so everything's all higgledy-piggledy. Right, so I'll pop myself down here. Whee! Down there. That'll do. And we shall start going through the films. There's my top 5 favourite films of that year, 1995. Not necessarily the best films. I actually took one off that were in the honourable mentions. I added Halloween, I think it's 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. I thought I'll add, because I usually like the Halloween films. I thought I'll add that, and then I thought I'll give it a quick look through. And I remembered, no, that's a crap one. I didn't like it, so I took that one off the list. So with one less. Anywho, what were I saying? I can't remember. Yeah, they're my favourite films. Not necessarily the best films. We've got loads of honourable mentions. But anyway, one of the films that's in my honourable mentions, I nearly promoted it to my top 5 because I watched it last night and I was bawling my eyes out. I will tell you about it when we get to that film. But and it's a film that's not generally well regarded, but I love it. It's amazing. But anyway, right. So we'll get on with it, shall we? Now then, where have I put it? I've had to make my taskbar hide itself, because the only way, again, and I don't know if this is connected. The only way I can get this to show is if I share my entire other screen. So I've had to hide my taskbar. Right, so here we go. My top 5. At number 1, and they're not in any order, by the way. They're not in any order. They're just it's just a list. They're not. It's not a. The first one is the best, or the last one is the best. Not like that. It's just a list. There it is. First up, we've got Congo. I absolutely love this film. I do. It's one of the guilty pleasure. I don't know. It's the one with the talking gorilla that does sign language, and the killer gorillas in deepest, darkest Africa, Congo, obviously. I love this. I have always loved this film, despite it being a Kathleen Kennedy production. Directed by her husband, Frank Marshall. It stars Laura Linney, Ernie Hudson, and Tim Curry, and some other people that you've never heard of. It's also got Bruce Campbell in it. We did it a while back on Magnificent Mondays. They go on an expedition. Well, there's 2 expeditions that team up to go to deepest, darkest Congo. One of them, he wants to release this talking gorilla back into the wild, and another team are going on a rescue mission to find Bruce Campbell, who was being murdered by killer white gorillas. And it's amazing. It's got a great score as well. And it's well worth a look. I love Congo. I'm unashamedly a fan of that film. Right, so moving on. Next one. Bruce Willis, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Die Hard 3. Also starring Samuel L. Jackson, Jeremy Irons. obviously it's a sequel to the first two, but it's kind of a loose sequel. It doesn't really make much mention of the other Die Hard films. It's based on a book that wasn't a Die Hard book. I think it's a book called Simon Says or something like that, or a story called that. I can't remember, but it is a huge amount of fun. Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson, a great comedy team as they're going round trying to. I might as well just get rid of this. These chats are not popping up, are they? Oh, we'll leave it. You never know. It might do a chat burst. It's done it before, hasn't it? They're like a great comedy team as they're going round solving all these riddles left by a terrorist called Simon, played by Jeremy Irons. Oh, it turns out the only connection really to the other films is that Jeremy Irons plays the brother of Hans Gruber. So anyway, it is a huge, directed by John McTiernan again, but it's not at Christmas this time. It's in the height of the New York summer. So anyway, and it's a great film. It is a great film. It's got a bit of an iffy ending. I don't know. The ending doesn't satisfy me for some reason, but the rest of the film is amazing. So there we go. So that's Die Hard with a Vengeance. I don't know why they called it that. Is the Vengeance Simon's vengeance for his brother? I don't know. But anyway, moving on to the next film. Toy Story, Pixar's debut feature-length animated feature. Looks a bit dated now, obviously. You know, the CG animation, obviously it's improved leaps and bounds over the years, so it does look a bit. The toys still look amazing. It's the people and the landscapes, the trees and stuff like that still looks a bit naff now, but it's the story of it's a story, isn't it? It's called Toy Story. It's an amazing film. I've loved it ever since I first saw it. Directed by John Lasseter, he of hugging fame. I'm blanking on names now. I'm blanking on who do the voices. I know it's got Wally Shawn as the dinosaur, as Rex. Who plays Woody and Buzz? I'm blanking. God, I'm an idiot. I am totally blanked, and I can't bring it up because my stupid computer's being stupid. I can't because it'll pop up on the. Just tell me, because I'm genuinely blanking. Him from Galaxy Quest and the multiple Oscar-winning actor. Tom Hanks. There we go. Tom Hanks as Woody. Bloody hell, that took some getting out. And who plays Buzz? Who plays Buzz? Hey. Wingris is trying to give me clues. Tim. Yeah, I was thinking Tim, but I can't think of the last bloody name. You know, you'll all know when you get to my age, when you're pushing 60, and I say in your brain, your table of contents just goes. It'll come to me eventually. Tim Allen. Oh, there we go. He's told us Tim Allen. There we go. Right. So anyway, it's an amazing film. Woody is the baddie in the film, in my opinion, because he does technically try to kill Buzz. Because he gets jealous because Buzz becomes Andy's favourite toy, and but they end up coming together to save each other. Blah blah blah. Great fun. Spawned numerous sequels. It should have ended with a third one, but we're getting more. But anyway, there we go. That's Toy Story. Next up, Batman Forever. I should have swapped this for the other one. The other one that I watched yesterday had me bawling. I should have swapped this for that. But I do love Batman Forever. It's not my favourite of the Batman films. That's Batman Returns. Wingrace says, still not popping up on the chat, by the way. In the original script, he was actually the villain and the ventriloquist dummy. Oh, that sounds creepy, doesn't it? Ventriloquist dummies are super creepy. Did I actually spell that right? Damn, yes, ventriloquist, yes. Although nobody can see. Because there's no way for me to share the chat. It should be appearing in that box up there. That green box with a black background. But for some reason it's not doing, and I don't know why. Anyway, Batman Forever, directed by the late Joel Schumacher. starring the late Val Kilmer, Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey, and Nicole Kidman, who I've got to admit does look gorgeous in this, and Chris O'Donnell. Not a big fan of Robin in this. The Robin scenes I could quite easily do without, but I think Val Kilmer were a great Batman. Tommy Lee Jones were okay. It's a Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey steals every scene he's in as the Riddler. Captain Kill. Dear. And it is great fun. Like I say, it went for a lighter tone than the two Tim Burton ones, and obviously then it was followed up by Batman Forever, where we got George Clooney as Batman, which is a terrible film. I don't think that'll be making me top 5 of that whatever year it came out. Was it 97? I can't remember. But Batman Forever, I do love, and I've always loved it ever since I first saw it. And it is great fun, which is what a Batman film's supposed to be. Win Grace says, not weird when a 40-year-old man adopts a 30-year-old man. It's supposed to be, his young ward, isn't it? Supposed to be his young ward. Supposed to be a school kid, but he's not. But never mind. Don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. Moving on. That GoldenEye, the reboot, I suppose you could say, of the first reboot of James Bond 007, directed by Martin Campbell. It's when Pierce Brosnan finally got to play James Bond, and it's a great film. Although the script, people said they love this. They'll love this film, and I do love this film, but I hate the one-liners in this film. They're bloody awful. They are terrible. I had to ventilate that for, but anyway, whatever. Anyway, it's a great film. It brings James Bond up to date for 1995. Obviously, the Soviet Empire has fallen. We've got a new M, played by names. Judi Dench, Dame Judi Dench. We've got a new M, and she does a great role. Apparently, she's not the same character. Judi Dench doesn't play the. I found this out the other day. She doesn't play although some people say she does. It's weird. It's one of these extended universe kind of things. But she's got a different name in the Pierce Brosnan Bond films than she does in the Daniel Craig Bond films. I can't remember what names are, but the different names. We do see a name, an actual, not M, and we see an actual name in, I think, Skyfall. It's either at the end of Skyfall or the beginning of Spectre. Can't remember which, but we do see her name, and we learn her name in the Pierce Brosnan films from. I think it's mentioned in one of the novelizations. I think it's mentioned in there. So she's playing different characters. So there you go. So it doesn't trip over it. So you can say that the Daniel Craig series is its own little universe because it's not connected in any way to the previous Bonds because she's not playing the same M that she played for Pierce Brosnan. She's a different character. So there we go. Anyway, GoldenEye, named after Ian Fleming's Jamaica home, where he wrote most of his Bond books. But the GoldenEye of the film is a weapon. It's an EMP weapon that somehow fires from space. Don't ask me how. I don't know. But it's a space laser essentially, and bad guys steal it, and Bond has got to team up with Isabella Scorupco to thwart the bad guys. Sean Bean, spoilers, Sean Bean, and the lovely Famke Janssen, who is one of the best Bond girl villains. Not the best, one of the best, but anyway, there we go. GoldenEye, great film, directed by Martin Campbell, who will go on to direct Casino Royale. I wonder if he'll direct the next Bond reboot. We will see. Right, moving on. Where are we? Where is it? Why is it disappeared? Hello. Come on. Well, have I done 5? Oh, have I done all 5? Hang on, let's go back again. So that was number 5. Then we're Batman Forever and Toy Story. And then, oh, wow, we've done all 5. That went by quick, didn't it? So again, my top 5. First up, Congo. Great film. Amy. Good gorilla. Then second up was Die Hard with a Vengeance. Die Hard 3. Great film. Oh, Justin's chat has popped up. Says, hello, everyone. Why is Windgrace's chat's not appearing? That's kind of spooky, isn't it? Has YouTube got, or the Streamlabs got it in for Windgrace? I don't know. Maybe we'll get them all appearing. Anyway, next up was, the third one was Die Hard with a Vengeance, with Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson doing great stuff. Yay! Wouldn't you like to know? There we go. Chats have started appearing finally. And then we had Toy Story, one of the best films ever made, really. Even though the CG as dated, still one of the best films ever made. And then Batman Forever. Again, I was torn about swapping this for another that's in my honourable mentions, but I left it in there because I love it. I love Batman Forever. I think it's great. I think it's a huge amount of fun. And then we had GoldenEye, James Bond film. One of the best Bond films. But I don't like the one-liners in it. But it is great. Right, so, honourable mentions time. Let me get rid of that. Get my honourable mentions up. Now then. Windgrace says, it's no Brave Little Toaster, but it's fine. Oh, I've never seen that. It keeps bringing it up, Brave Little Toaster. Oh, dear. Still not got round to watching it. Oh, pardon me, I'm burping. Oh, let's have another drink of water. We had a lovely day again here in Yorkshire. It's supposed to rain. I rushed out because I thought it's supposed to rain at 3 o'clock this afternoon. It's now 9:20. I had my washing hung out. And the clouds came over and because it said it was going to rain. So I went rushing. I brought the washing in and it never rained. And, of course, it wasn't quite dry, so I had to stick it in the dryer. Anyway, where were we? Right, so honourable mentions. Got a lot of these. I'm not sure how many, but we'll see. First up in my honourable mentions, hang on. Justin says, GoldenEye, great, but needed Dalton, in my opinion. Yeah, it was kind of shat on, wasn't it? Timothy Dalton, unfortunately. Because they really wanted Pierce Brosnan, didn't they? But anyway, the rain in Yorkshire falls mainly on the Yorkshire pudding. That's what it mainly falls on. Mainly falls on ground. That's what it mainly falls on. Anyway, honourable mentions. Here we go. First up, again, they're not in any order. First up, Apollo 13 with Tom Hanks again. I remembered his name this time. You know why? Because it's there. Tom Hanks, Kevin Bacon, Bill Paxton, Gary Sinise. Whatever happened to him? He went everywhere, wasn't he, for a while, Gary Sinise? Anyway, and Ed Harris. Is he still knocking about? He's not dead, is he? I hope not. But anyway. The true story of what happened to Apollo 13, the mission to the moon that went terribly wrong, and they could have all died, but ingenuity saved the day. They made a square peg fit a round hole, got them back alive, and it was, a glorious. What was the phrase? I forgot what the bloody called it now. It didn't. A glorious failure. That's what they called it, didn't they? A glorious failure. But anyway, a great film with great effects. Special effects of the rocket launch and stuff. That actually makes me puts a lump in my throat. They're that good of the effects with the music and all that. Who did the music for it? Was it? Does it say? It doesn't bloody say. Why does it say who did the music? Oh, James Horner. James Horner did the music. Windgrace says he went on to TV and a bunch of Christian movies. Oh, Gary Sinise did that. Oh, right, okay. Justin says they wanted him, but Cubby wanted Dalton more than anyone except for Cary Grant. Oh. He was in CSI. Oh, yes, he was. He was in CSI, wasn't he? Yes, and he left for health issues. He never looked well. Gary Sinise is one of these people that always looks a bit a bit ill, doesn't he? But anyway, it were good in Apollo 13. It were good in that other one, Forrest Gump. It were good in Forrest Gump. It were good in Mission to Mars. I love Mission to Mars. I think that's a great film. It were good in that as well. Anywho. Right, next up, Apollo 13, great film. Give it a watch. Next up, Kevin Costner in Waterworld. I think it's a pretty good film, is Waterworld. You know, it's one of these, speaking of glorious failures, Waterworld was one of those, wasn't it? But it the most expensive film ever made at the time, or it was at least one of. But it wasn't a box office bomb. It did make lots and lots of money. I think it did easily make its money back. But everybody thinks of it as a failure. But it was a good film. It was a good film, Waterworld. It was kind of Mad Max on the sea. But with Kevin Costner as a gill man. He had gills for some reason. And the whole world, somehow, I don't know how, is covered in water, apart from one little bit somewhere up north. I don't know exactly where. You'd think Everest would be the bit that's not underwater, wouldn't you? But anyway. And they're looking for, dry land. I think that's what they call it, the dry land. And it is a really, really good film. Some great stunts and all that stuff. And the money that they spent on the film is there on screen. And I don't know why people knock it, because it is a great film. But I haven't seen it for a while, so maybe my opinion's changed. Anywho, Wingray says, I like it. Waterworld, I don't know what you're on about. I've forgotten. Anyway, Justin says, yes, Mission to Mars is great. Yes, it is. I love Mission to Mars. I liked Red Planet as well, which came out about the same time, didn't it? And Wingray says, it feels more like an 80s film, though. Waterworld, I suppose so, yeah. Let's say it's like a Mad Max film, innit? But it is still a huge amount of fun. Right, moving on. What's next? Jumanji. Not Jumanji. I hate the new Jumanji films. Him that's going to be in Star Trek. I can't remember his name. But he's going to be in the new series of Strange New Worlds. Playing a Q, apparently. Or playing Trelane. Whatever. He always pronounced Jumanji as Jumunji for some reason. And I don't know why. But anyway. Jumanji with the late, great Robin Williams, directed by Joe Johnston. I don't know. Does it say there? Hang on. Just bear with me. Oh, what did they say? They've cut it off. I think it was directed by Joe Johnston. Oh, Joe Johnston. There we go. Yes. A Joe Johnston film. Who did loads of other stuff. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Captain America, First Avenger. Oh, I did loads of stuff to Joe Johnston. Another, fun flick. Justin says, good film. Waterworld made money worldwide, but the States it didn't do well. All right, fair enough. I know it easily made its money back. Anyway, where were we? Jumanji. About a game, a mysterious game. Is it supernatural? Well, it is, isn't it? Because it makes weird things happen, doesn't it? But Wingray says, speaking of which, did you see the Spaceballs 2 teaser today? Yes, I did. But it's just a scroll in it, and Mel Brooks coming on in his Spaceballs, the sweatshirt. Pardon me. Yeah. It'll be a diluted... I'm not building up my hopes for Spaceballs 2. I don't think it'll be as funny as other Mel Brooks films. Plus it's got... I forgot his name. You know what I'm like. Him that did the voice of the snowman in Frozen. He's kind of the driving force behind it, isn't he? But anyway, a better film is Jumanji, about a mysterious game. When you start playing it, you start making animals from this jungle appear, and if you do something wrong or whatever, if you lose the game, you get pulled into the game or whatever. I don't know. But it doesn't make a load of sense. But and the sequels, I think they are sequels, aren't they? With The Rock, and from Doctor Who, Karen Gillan. They're fun as well. I like them, and they're also kind of another, not a sequel, but like a spin-off I forgot what they call it now. Zathura. Zathura. It's kind of a bit like it's similar, but with sci-fi, which were fun. Which were directed by Iron Man, not the man who played Iron Man, who directed Iron Man. What am I like with names today? Tell you, I think the internet has broken my brain as well. Anyway, so Jumanji, great. Again, the CG effects, some of them have dated. Some of them still look cool, but some of them are dated. But it is of its time, and it's still a fun flick with Robin Williams in top form. Right, moving on. In the Mouth of John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness. Not my favourite John Carpenter film, but it's a good one. But it is a popular one. With Sam Neill. There we go. Sam Neill in the starring role. It's also got Jürgen Prochnow and Vigo from Ghostbusters 2. It's got him in as well. And it's kind of a Lovecraftian. It's kind of John Carpenter's homage to Stephen King and H.P. Lovecraft, and about an author whose writings have become real in this weird town. So it's all Lovecraftian. There's all creatures and stuff like that, and it is great fun. And the meme of Sam Neill screaming on the bus is famous. Anywho, Justy says they're doing it. Nah, it won't be good. Spaceballs 2, we're on about. My opinion, they won't be able to do the style of comedy. Sorry, I'm trying to read it through wires and stuff. Like the first one. No, they won't. It'll be all diluted down. And Wingray says, would it be cool if they referenced Zathura in the new movies? It would be, wouldn't it? It would be. It would good for Zathura. Who directed it now? What do they call him now? It's directed this new Mandalorian Grogu film. John somebody or other. Anyway, Winger says, I love this movie. Great. The Event Horizon double feature. Yes, it would, because they've both got Sam Neill in, haven't they? Yes, that'd be a good Sam Neill double bill. And Quest is here saying, what ones have I missed? Oh, we'll get to them. We'll get to them. They're probably all films that you don't like, Melvin. And I'll not be including any of the films you like that you'll start listing. But anyway. Right, so anyway, In the Mouth of Madness, a fun flick. A fun flick from John Carpenter. One of his, I think it was the last of his, what did he call them? Apocalypse trilogy. Which were, well, I'm thinking now, which were his Apocalypse trilogy. Like, The Thing, Prince of Darkness, and this. I don't know why he called them that, but they were. Justin 34 says, Event Horizon, so underrated. Yeah, I don't. Is it underrated? I know most people I've seen like Event Horizon, but anyway, it is a great, easily. That director's, even though went on to direct the Resident Evil films, Paul W.S. Anderson, easily his best film. Anyway, moving on. Outbreak, because Quest just said it. Dustin Hoffman, Rennie Russo, Morgan Freeman, and Kevin Spacey. Can't say it loud. Directed by Wolfgang Petersen, who's directed some great films. I think he passed away, didn't he, in the last few years? Great German director. But anyway, this one, I used to watch I used to have it on, I haven't got it on DVD or Blu-ray, I must admit. I had it on, I probably still have somewhere on VHS. And I used to watch it all the time, Outbreak. For some reason, I just really like this film. Maybe it should have been in my top 5, but it's not. Anyway, see, Quest is going through his list. Crimson. I don't think Crimson Tide's in my list. Or Species, I don't think. It could be. I don't know. I can't remember. But it's not in my top 5. Congo is. Congo's in my top 5. Anyway, Wingray says Outbreak Steakhouse. I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, great film about basically Ebola. Do they call it that? I think they call it something else, but it's basically an Ebola breakout, isn't it? But Ebola takes quite a while to take effect, but in this, it's the disease. It like just destroys you in no time at all, within a few hours, and it descends upon this small town, and Dustin Hoffman's playing a military doctor who's trying to save the day, and Morgan Freeman's his super his senior officer. That's it. Who's trying to put a spanner in the works, and they're going to basically drop a mother of all bombs on the town just to wipe it clean. But anyway. Quest says, wow, Ace Ventura when nature calls. I feel old. GoldenEye were in my top 5 as well. It didn't include that in the chat up there, where you said, wow, Ace Ventura when nature calls. Weird. Anyway, so we got Outbreak, great film, and I want to watch it again, but I haven't got it. I'll have to get it. Next up, Bad Boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you, Bad Boys, Bad Boys? It's probably the best of the Bad Boys films, in my opinion. The others got a bit too silly for me, because it's Michael Bay, but this is before he was proper Michael Bay, innit? Martin Lawrence, Will Smith. Great fun. Buddy cop movie. One's rich, one isn't, and just wisecracking all the time. Quest says Bad Boys sucks. Justice says Bad Boys is a classic. Is it one of those films? Is it a Marmite film? But it is a great film. I think it's the best of the Bad Boys films. But there we go. So, right. Next. Braveheart. There we go. The Oscar-winning movie starring and directed by Mel Gibson. What can I say? It's the not very factual story of William Wallace fighting against those vicious Englishmen. But anyway, Quest says Die Hard with a Vengeance. Yes, that were in my top 5. I will recap them at the end. Winger says I like Bad Boys, but I've not watched it this millennium. To be honest, I probably haven't either. To be honest. But anyway, back to Braveheart. Mel Gibson as William Wallace taking on the cruel Edward Longshanks, Edward the First, played by Patrick McGowan, with villainous gusto. Is great in it. And it is a great film, the great battle scenes and all that stuff, and a poignant and heartbreaking ending. It don't end well for him. But anyway, moving on. This is the film that I was going to put. I want to swap this for Batman Forever in my top 5. Question saying Desperado. No, that's not in there. I've never seen Desperado. That's why I didn't put it. It might be the best film ever, but I've never seen it. Judge Dredd, yes, that's in. Not in my top 5, but it's coming up. Patrick was awesome in Braveheart. Yes, he was. Anyway, next up, Fluke. Based on the James Herbert novel, which I've read. And it's not as good as the book, to be honest. But the film has me bawling my eyes out. I watched it yesterday. I found it. We're on Amazon. And I bought it on Amazon. And watched it yesterday. And I was bawling my eyes out. It is amazing. It's obviously about a cute, cuddly dog. It's about Matthew Modine. It stars Matthew Modine and Eric Stoltz and Samuel L. Jackson. Matthew Modine plays a fella that dies in a car crash, and he's reincarnated as a dog called Fluke. And he starts remembering his human life, and he thinks he's got to go and save his family from this bad guy who we think is Eric Stoltz. And it's all about that. And Samuel L. Jackson plays another dog called Rumbo, who befriends Fluke, and they become great pals, and that ends up, in tragedy. But don't worry, he comes back at the end as a squirrel. But anyway, and it is a lovely, lovely film. It's a, I suppose the family could watch it. I don't think the family can read the book, because it being a James Herbert book, who's known for his horror films. Fluke's not a horror book, but it does have some language in it, 'cause in the book he comes across rats, because he's a stray dog, and he comes across rats and stuff, and rats are really bad-mouthed, but foul-mouthed, should I say. But and in the book, the animals and stuff can all see ghosts. They're always seeing human ghosts walking about. No, I don't think they see animal ghosts. They just see human ghosts walking about. But they don't have that in the film. But it's still well worth a look. Don't ask me who directed it. I have no idea. But it's on Amazon, so give it a whirl. Quest is still listing films. Waterworld, that's in my honourable mentions. Batman Forever is in my top 5. Grumpier Old Men, nope, that's not in there. Although I think I have seen it, but it's not in me. It's not in my list. Moving on. There we go. Judge Dredd, Sylvester Stallone. I love Judge Dredd. I think this is a great film, despite him not really playing Judge Dredd. But Mega City 1 and all the side characters and all that stuff, and the guns and the Lawmaster bike and that flies and everything, and the Angel family and all that stuff, and Aspen prison, and it's amazing. I love it. I love Judge Dredd. I think it's great. The only thing that lets it down is Sylvester Stallone as Judge Dredd, which is sad. But the 2012 one with Carl Urban is a better film. But I think Mega City 1 is depicted better in this film than it is in the newer film. But the newer film is a better film. But don't let anybody tell you that Judge Dredd starring Sylvester Stallone is rubbish, because it's not. It's a great film. It is a great film. Directed by Danny Cannon, who went on to do lots of TV stuff. I think he did Gotham, didn't he? Producing and directing some episodes of Gotham. Justin says, Judge Dredd was fun. It is great. Quest said, Stallone as Dredd made me think he'd have been a good RoboCop. Dear. Well, the early designs for RoboCop were just Judge Dredd, weren't they? They're just Judge Dredd with a robot body. But anyway, next up, Species. There, you mentioned that earlier, didn't you? Did Melvin Quest. Species. Oh God, I can't remember the names in this. Who were in this? Ben Kingsley. I've got to read it because I've forgotten. Ben Kingsley, Michael Madsen. Alfred Moliner, yes, I forgot about him. Forrest Whitaker, yes. Marge Helgenberger, no idea. But everybody watches it for Natasha Henstridge as Syl. Basically, it's a stupid film, but it is, again, one of those films that is a lot of fun. Anyway, Quest is still on about Judge Dredd. Double whammy. It's his gun. Justice says Species was good. Yes, I've seen. I can't remember how many of the sequels I've seen. I can't remember if I've seen one or more of them. I can't remember, but I didn't mind the one I saw. Or I can't remember. I've seen more than one of the Species films, but I can't remember if I liked them or not. But I liked the first one. You don't see much of Natasha Henstridge now, and Wingrace is now going to tell me, she's in this, that, and the other. But anyway. Wingrace says, I think this is the movie that made John Rhys Davies quit Sliders. Was John Rhys Davies in Species? I don't remember. Was he? Not thinking of Alfred Moliner, are you? Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, Species. So, they get, I don't know how they work, they get like a signal from space, and that signal they're able to turn into DNA. I don't know how that works. And they're able to grow a young girl out of this alien DNA, and she's not human, and she escapes and goes out on the run, grows up really quickly. It's kind of gory in places. It's got some cool-ish effects, some bit kind of dodgy CG, but it's still, it's fine. Some good practical effects. Some weird dream sequences, and with like a skull train, with some what's his face, the alien chap, him anyway. Does it say here? Does it say his name here? HR Giga, that's the fella. Some production design from HR Giga. It is a lot of fun. Wingrace says, no, where are we? But he walked in on the showrunners watching, hang on, I've got to read it up here, watching this movie and writing a slider script from it. Oh, and that sent him over the edge about wasting the potential of the show for remakes of crap. Isn't that what sliders did? Just took stuff that were popular at the time and basically made it into an episode, like Dino Slide. I didn't watch sliders all the time, but around about when Jurassic Park came out, they did Dino Slide, didn't they? I always remember that episode. But anyway. So there we go, Species. A lot of fun. And you see Natasha Henstridge in the duff for quite prolonged periods of the film, which is good. Anyway, I even liked Ghosts of Mars. She was in that as well, wasn't she, Natasha Henstridge? And it's another film that everybody hates that I think were quite good, Ghosts of Mars. But anyway. Next up, Steven Seagal in Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, which also had a young, I've forgotten the name, good job the posters here, Katherine Heigl, a young Katherine Heigl, before she became the person that everybody hated to work with in Hollywood. But who else is in it? Everett McGill, obviously playing a baddie, and Eric Bogosian. It also features, can't remember her name. Oh, God. The actress with the amazing eyes. She was in American Gothic. Remember that series from way back when? She's amazing eyes. Brenda Backey. There we go. Also stars Brenda Backey. Oh, she doesn't star in it, but she appears in it. She's got amazing eyes. But anyway, he's not on a boat this time or a ship. He's on a train, and baddies hijacking the train and doing all this stuff. It's a bit like GoldenEye, to be honest. They've got like a space laser. But he's got to save the day, and it is a lot of fun. And yeah, so there we go. That's Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. If there's nothing else on, it's worth a look. Anyway, where were we? Wingrace said, that's why... Oh, hang on, I've just read that. Oh, that's why he quit. When he started, it was pitched as a... Oh, crikey. Cerebral adventure exploring social issues and not cheap remakes of pop movies. All right, fair enough. Disrespect will not stand. Okay. Quest says Piranha remake. What about it? Just are they doing another? Is that what you're on about? I don't know. Sliders was great. The first and second season. It was one of those shows that when I watched it, I did enjoy it, but I didn't watch it regularly. I just saw, the odd episode every now and again. But when I did watch, I did like it, but I didn't see it all. One of those weird things. Anyway. Anywho, next, the usual suspects from that director that nobody wants to work with. It. Bryan Singer, there we go. Was it his first film? It was early on in Bryan Singer's catalogue, wasn't it? With Kevin Spacey. And all these other chaps. And it's a whodunit. I was going to say not Kaiser. It's not Kaiser Soze. Is it Kaiser Soze? Is that? Or is that LA Confidential? No, that's another one, isn't it? But anyway, it is a lot of fun, and it does have a twist ending, but I'll not tell you what it is. Great fun. Probably one of Bryan Singer's best films. You find that, don't you? You find the earlier films are usually the better ones. Anywho, back to the chat. There was a Piranha remake released in '95, was there? If you say so. Wingrace says he and Jerry O'Connell have been working on a reboot that disregards everything after season 2-ish. All right, cool. Good luck to them. And Justin says, I loved Sliders. No disrespect on that show. All good, Steve. That's how I liked it when I saw it. I just didn't watch them all. Anyway, yes, Kaiser Soze. Who was it in LA Confidential then? You know, somebody had a weird name. Rollo Tomasi, that's it. It's another great film, by the way. LA Confidential. Anyway, where were we? Right, next up. I don't know how many there is. I don't know how far we've got to go. Mallrats from Kevin Smith. This is the second, I think, yes, the second of his View Askew universe movies, where all the same people, sometimes the same characters cross over. Got, you know, Jay and Silent Bob and all that. And it's about him. I can't remember the bloody characters. And he's got to win over his girlfriend or something at the local mall. And even Stan Lee's in it. And it is, you know, it's just a collection of skits, really. And, you know, some slapstick comedy and all that stuff. And it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. There is some hilarious scenes in it. And anyway, so there was, that's Mallrats. He would go on to do better things. There you go. Quest. Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. A surprisingly good sequel, to be honest. Not as good as the first one, but it still is a lot of fun. It gets birthed out of a rhino, doesn't it? That famous. That's another one that's a meme, isn't it? But Justin says suspects in Apollo 13 are in top 5 for me. Mallrats classic. Cool. Wing says, phew. I was going to say, after having 3 of his movies last year, he better be in this year. Yeah, he were in a lot of films, weren't they, in 94. And he got one in 95 as well. Quest says, First Night. No, that's not in. I've only seen that once, and it didn't do anything for me. Was Sean Connery in that? Don't know. I've never seen Rob Roy. That's Liam Neeson, isn't it? Never seen it. Anyway, Ace Ventura. He goes to Africa, doesn't it? I can't remember why. He goes to Africa, but for something. I don't know. And there's bats in it, and he gets birthed out of a rhino. Not a real one. And what else? He does the there's something on the wing. That from William Shatner impression. He does that in this film as well, doesn't he? Operation Double Drop. Oh, sorry, Dumbo Drop. Sorry. Was that this year? I have no idea. I don't know. Where's the movie 7? See, that's not in. I've never seen it all the way through, 7. It's one of those films I've never got around to watching. I've seen bits of it, but never got around to watching it all the way through, so I thought I can't include it. So there we go. Next up, Balto, another animated film. It's loosely based on a true story, but obviously animals don't talk in the true story. But about a dog sled husky who's saves the day and gets medicine to an Alaskan outpost. Is it Nome or somewhere? I don't know. But baddies are trying to stop him and all that stuff. And it is a lot of fun. And when they went on to make several direct-to-DVD sequels or direct-to-video sequels. But anyway, Balto is well worth a look, and I included it because I wanted to. And that's it. That's the last one. Right, so there we go. So let me get rid of it while I reset, and we'll go through. Oh, pardon me, I'm burping. We'll go through me top 5 and me honourable mentions. Oh, cracking me hiccups. Oh, what have I done? There we go. Right, anyway, Windgrace, Ice Cream Man, I have no idea. Is that a film? I've never heard of it. Justin says, wow, that is crazy. But your list, all good. Yes, it's my list. My top 5 favourite and honourable mentions, and I've never seen 7 all the way through. Don't know why, I just never got around to it. I know it's supposed to be amazing, isn't it? And I've seen bits of it, but I've never sat and watched it. Anyway. That's a horror franchise starring Clint Howard. Is it? Ice Cream. Oh, yes. Yes, I have heard of it, but I've not seen it. I think I've seen it mentioned in like horror documentaries and stuff, or out on YouTube, like Cobweb's channel or somewhere like that. I might have mentioned, you know, great horror films you might never have heard of and stuff like that. Go subscribe to Cobweb's channel. I really like that channel. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yes, my top 5. We're going through it again. Where are we? There we go. Anyway, so first up was Congo, great film. Amy, good gorilla. And Tim Curry is Hercule Homanka. I can't do his accent. Anyway, then we had Die Hard with a Vengeance. Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson. Hilarious buddy cop-ish movie. Then Toy Story, one of the best films ever made, in my opinion. This is probably number 1 in my, you know, if it was a listing, this would probably be the top, to be honest. Then Batman Forever. I could have swapped this for Fluke, but I decided to leave it in. I love Batman Forever, despite its flaws. And then GoldenEye, a lot of people's favourite James Bond film. It's not my favourite James Bond film, but it is good. I just don't like the one-liners that's in it. I think they're crap. So that's my top 5. And then, hang on, we've got to do this because it's just stupid internet not working. And then in my honourable mentions, we've got Apollo 13. Something funny happened on the way to the moon. Or, as it says on the poster there, Houston, we have a problem. Surgeon, go. Go. Great film. Great film. And Gary Sinise got ill. You know, I was saying earlier on, Gary Sinise, one of these actors that always looks ill. He actually, they thought he were ill in this film, didn't they? Because he didn't get to go to the moon. They swapped him out for Kevin Bacon, didn't they? Anyway. Anywho, Apollo 13. Directed by Ron Howard. Speaking of Clint Howard, his brother, directed by his brother Ron. Is he in it? Is Clint Howard in Apollo 13? I bet he is somewhere. I'm going to have to get it out. I've got it on Blu-ray over there. To get it out and do a Clint Howard search. Anyway, moving on. Then Waterworld, Kevin Costner, directed by Kevin Reynolds, is it? Can't read it because it's a low-quality thing. In French, I think. Yeah. Just as 95 best films, Apollo 13, 7, Usual Suspects, Toy Story, Congo, top 5. Yes, they're pretty much the same as mine, apart from 7. And the Usual Suspects is in my honourable mentions, apart from 7, which I've not got around to watching. I wonder if that's on Amazon. I will have a look. I will have a look. Anyway, so there we go. Waterworld, Mad Max on the water. Better than you'd think, because, you know, it's got this reputation of being this crap film, but it isn't. It's really good, is Waterworld. And the late, great Robin Williams in Jumanji. Beating a board game. But anyway, Winger says, you can't admit to 2 Kevin Spacey films. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Been... I forgot his name as well. Rich Evans. Beating the board game and Getting Out of the Jungle. They should have had a bit of Guns N' Roses in this, shouldn't they? Anyway, that. Right, next up. John Carpenter's In the Mouth of Madness. Sam Neill going crazy in the town of... Can't remember what it's called, but... The town that's from the pages of a book by... I can't remember the name of the author either. So I was saying, have you read this? You can get the books, can't you? Because they do the books. There's like people on the internet that create... Obviously, you can't read them because they create the book covers and stuff. That's it, Sutter Kane. But you can get the books, can't you, off Tinternet. If it's working again. By the way, I'm going to check. Just bear with me. Let's see if StreamYards is back up. Back up now, look. Back up now is StreamYards. Bloody useless. Too late now. It's too bloody late now, StreamYards. Anyway. Just says, I can win Grace. He's a wacko, but he was a good actor. Kevin Spacey, yes. Yes, he's a great actor. Just Bit weird. With allegations. Wing says, I wonder if the new Tron will get screwed up now that Jared Leto is a horrible, horrible man. Is he? I don't know. I've missed something. Just says, I'm cancelled. Oh, well. You're not cancelled, Justin. Talk about anything within reason. Anyway, there we go. In the Mouth of Madness. Also, as I said earlier, with Vigo from Ghostbusters 2. Next up, Outbreak. Dustin Hoffman, Rennie Russo, Morgan Freeman, Kevin Spacey. Directed by Wolfgang Peterson. Is it? Yeah, Wolfgang Peterson. There's other famous people in as well, I'm sure there is. Cuba Gooding Jr. Yes, I knew there was somebody else famous in it. Patrick Dempsey. He gets ill in this, Patrick Dempsey. And Donald Sutherland as the big boss bad, I think. Anyway, great film about diseases and hemorrhagic fever. But, as I say that, Winger says he got piles of allegations a couple of days ago that are things your spam bots like to post in the chat. Right. I haven't been paying much attention to the news, to be honest, recently. I've had other things to worry about. But anyway, moving on. Outbreak, great film. Try to remain calm, as it says in the poster, as you're bleeding out of every orifice. But anyway, all because of this cute little bloody monkey. And bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? It says there, look. A huge amount of fun. I love it. But as I said, better than Bad Boys 2 were bigger and louder and everything. I've not seen the others, I don't think. Have I? I've not seen Bad Boys 3. Is it Bad Boys for Life? I can't remember. Why do they call it that? Why did the Bad Boys 4 should be Bad Boys for Life, shouldn't it? Whatever, I don't know. But Bad Boys is great fun. Great fun. Next up, Braveheart, starring Mel Gibson, directed and starring Mel Gibson. His greatest cinematic achievement, to be honest, in my opinion. Top flick. Patrick McGowan steals the show as Edward Longshanks. It's also got what they call Sophie Marceau as the dishy French princess or queen or whatever she is. Anywho, Justin says American Beauty. That is a good one also. Yes, that's another Kevin Spacey film, isn't it? It's good as American Beauty. I always thought though that at the end when it's showing the carrier bag floating about, I misinterpreted that for years, thinking that was the ghost of Kevin Spacey. Apparently it wasn't. But anyway. Windgrace, because 3 was supposed to be the end until it did well. All right, fair enough. But still dumb title, yes. Bad Boys we're on about. Which I still haven't watched that third one. Now they're doing another one, aren't they? Anyway. Braveheart, great film. Great battle scenes and all that stuff, and a sad ending, and freedom, and all that stuff. Next up, Fluke. Make you cry. Makes me cry. I was proper sobbing. Like a big girl. My sleeves were wet through all that. Oh, dear. I like that stupid film. Anyway, great film based on a James Herbert book about a man who is reincarnated into a cute dog called Fluke, and he's got to go and save his family. But he doesn't. Spoilers. Turns out he doesn't have to save his family. He was the baddie all along. I don't know if it was like that in the book. I don't think it was. I could be wrong. It's a long time since I've read it. So there we go, that was Fluke. Next up, Judge Dredd, Stallone. I am the law. I love Judge Dredd, I think it's great. We did it. We did a double bill, didn't we? Way ago on Magnificent Mondays. We did this, and the 2012 Dredd. And I still love this. I still think this Mega City one is the best Mega City one we've ever seen on screen. With the towering skyscrapers and the flying cars and all that stuff. It's great. Wingray says, you forgot Indian in the cupboard. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I think I saw that once. Forgettable. Next up, Species. What does it say? 2 decades ago, scientists sent a message to space. This is the reply. I don't know. I still don't know how they got DNA from a radio signal. Anyway, whatever. Ben Kingsley and an all-star cast going up against a nude Natasha Henstridge as she becomes an alien with boob tentacles in the end. It's great. I love Species. Is I don't know. Is it a what's the word now? I've used it earlier on. Oh, my brain's seizing up. Anyway, whatever. Next up. Under Siege 2, Dark Territory. Steven Seagal's got to save the world again as Casey. What's his face? You know, the Navy cook, who also is a dab hand at martial arts and all that stuff. It is a fun flick. And it's got Barbara Backe in it as well. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. It's spelled B-A-K-K-E. Is it Backe or just Back? I don't know. But anyway, she's got amazing eyes. And I think you see her in her underwear. Anyway, so that's Under Siege 2. Next up, the usual suspects. Kaiser Soze. I forgot already. Kaiser Soze. Anyway, it's Kevin Spacey again. I mean, it's unfortunate, isn't it? But another on the allegations. Didn't he get let off? So can we talk about him again now? I don't know. Even though, you know, I don't know. But anyway, he shouldn't have been such a good actor appearing in all these bloody films, should he? But anyway. Casino is a great 1995 film. Also, I've not seen Casino. It's another one that's passed me by, and it's one I've thought people have said that's great. Apparently, it's got a wunner, and the opening sequence is somebody walking through the casino, isn't it? And all done in one shot, and they've never got round to watching it. Rubbish. Anyway. Usual suspects. Great crime caper and a whodunit. They've got Mallrats, Kevin Smith. I think it's only his second film of his Viewer Skew universe, Jay and Silent Bob and all that. I think it's his Batman or something, doesn't he? His Silent Bob for some reason. But anyway. Then Ace Ventura, Jim Carrey again. Being Ace Ventura. As only he can be. In Africa this time. Blimey. Justin's giving us a super sticker. A pussycat. For $1.49. Thank you very much. It's usually appreciated. A purple cat, it says. It doesn't look purple on the picture. It looks brown, but anyway. Thank you very much. That's usually appreciated. Great stuff. Where were we? Ace Ventura. Nate's Calls, yeah. Not as good as the first one, but not far off. Plus, he does a great William Shatner impression on the plane. But anyway. Then, is this the last one? And finally, we've got Balto. A nice, family animated film loosely based on a true story. I think it actually starts off in live action, and then the story is animated, and then it ends in live action again. About a sled dog getting medicines to an outpost, I think, or to Nome in Alaska or whatever. But his story became a legend, and I don't think they were talking animals in real life. But anyway, who says no? You can never come back ever. Yeah. If somebody's made an allegation, that's it. You're knackered. Anyway, so there we go. That was it. I think that was the last one. Yes, that was it. Did it? Unless you're RDJ. Well, yeah, but he did his time, didn't he? And I'm not exactly sure what he did. Did he just do like drugs or something or whatever? But anyway, there's allegations, then there's allegations, isn't there? But anyway, there we go. Right, so let's get rid of that. I shall make myself bigger again. We're done and dusted. Right, get rid of that now. Right, so hopefully the internet's fixed now, because I noticed StreamYards had come back, so we will see. I've got to check Disney Plus. My son's kicking off. The only reason I've got Disney Plus because my son loves Disney Plus. Although I must admit, the one thing I do watch a lot of on Disney Plus is the original 101 Dalmatians cartoon. I love that. It's my favourite Disney film. Anyway. So there we go. We're all done and dusted. For another week. So what's happening in 1996? I will tell you. if I can find me my list. Where have I put my list? Where are we? Top 5 movies. Oh, excuse me. Oh, crikey. Oh, where did that come from? Blooming no. Right, 1996. I've got a list. Where are we? How many honourable mentions have we got? Got quite a few again. I'm not going to tell you the films, but there's some sci-fi. There's a fantasy romance, I suppose you could call it. It's another one that a lot of people, I don't know if they like it or not, but it's not super well known, but it's got a super famous actor in it. But and it's about a creature from Scotland. That's giving you a massive clue. A bit of horror, and then another sci-fi comedy that I love. I can't really explain it, but it's 3 initials and 4 numbers. And then in the honourable mentions with loads of stuff. We've got dragons, and we've got John Travolta, and we've got Sean Connery, and we've a Disney animated flick, and with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and with all sorts of people appearing. So, yep, 1996 were a good year. And so were 1995, even though I've not seen 7. But, sorry, Wingray says, then you must love Cruella, the film. I've never seen it, and I don't plan on seeing it. But anyway. Right. We'll leave it there. We will leave it there. I've got to go and check on Disney Plus now for that lad. Right, so thanks, Grace and Justin and Melvin at Quest. When you were supposed to be doing a live stream, are you still not so well? You were going to do a live stream today, weren't you? But it never popped up. Independence Day is a must, says Justin. Spoiler, yes, that's in my list. I think it's in my top 5. Yes, it is. It's in my top 5 for next year. So you've worked one out. Dear. And I have a funny story about Independence. Well, it's not funny, but I have a story about Independence Day that one of my biggest Christmas disappointments. And if my brother watches it next week, he'll laugh, I imagine. Not that he watches my stuff, I don't think. But anyway. Anywho, we'll leave it there. But Justin's just going through a list now of films that we're going to talk about next week. Anyway. Right, so what else? Did anybody else pop in? I think we just had Wingrace, Justin and Melvin at Quest, didn't we? This time. Yes, I think we did. And thank you, Justin, for the super sticker. Thank you very much. Right, so we'll leave it there. So... hang on, let me sort myself out. There we go, me intro. So we'll leave it there. So what's coming up next? What day are we on? Wednesday. No, we're on Thursday. Tomorrow night. Friday night, Appointment with Fear. Fingers crossed for the internet working. The world is burning. If you know, you know. Friday the 13th tomorrow. So we're doing Friday the 13th, part 3 in 3D. It said it won't be in 3D, but you know what I mean. And then next Monday, I think it's next Monday. Yes, it is. Next Monday for Magnificent Mondays, we're doing Jaws, a little film about some fish or whatever. Right. So we'll leave it there. So thanks for watching, and wherever you are, look after each other. Hopefully the internet's all back to normal, and we can all get on with our lives. And so we'll leave it there. So... yeah. I was going to say something. I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. Thanks for watching wherever you are. Look after each other. And until next time, I'll see thee.